welcome back. There is a live look outside. Gorgeous view there from the Oregon coast. That's our Inn at Spanish Head Resort Hotel camera in Lincoln City. Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. August is Itchy Pet Month, and if your pet falls into this category, help is on the way. Here with solutions to stop the itch, we welcome back veterinarian and our friend, Dr. Cherice Roth. Always so good to see you.
Good.
I've got an itchy Frenchie at home.
Oh, well,
so
then that means he read the book about being a Frenchie. Yeah, that tracks.
And we've done all the things, but when you're encountering it for the first time, it's kind of like, it's so sad to watch your pet be uncomfortable.
It really is, and it impacts the human-animal bond too, right? Like, you know that they're miserable, but then it makes you miserable because they're waking you up at night, usually, if they're in the bed. It actually impacts everybody's quality of life.
Yeah, and we got to figure out ways to help them. So what are some common signs of allergies that we should be aware of?
Yeah, so the most common is licking, chewing, biting at themselves, scratching at themselves. And you can actually even see that their saliva can actually change the color of their fur because of the protein in it. So you may see dark stains start to show up on their body and on their fur specifically.
That's no fun.
They do also, every once in a while, I'll run into a dog or a cat that will actually get the runny eyes and sneezing, but it's actually not how their bodies usually show allergies.
Right. I don't think there's a lot of actual sneezing happening when you really think about it.
No, there's
That's
not,
so
right?
Funny.
But they are just absolutely tearing themselves up.
They find all kinds of ways, like the scooting, and there's lots of, you just see discomfort in their body.
Oh, yeah, just creepy crawly, right?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, what are the different types of allergies that we should be aware of in pets? Because you have to know where it's coming from.
Yeah, so the most common is like a seasonal allergy or an environmental allergy. And so those are going to be the ones that usually will trigger us too. That's the pollen in the air, dust mites, all of those kinds of things. But then you can also see flea allergy bites.
Oh.
Flea bite allergies.
Okay.
And so the reason for that is just like think about people that are allergic to bees. Can take one single bee sting, right, to cause an entire reaction. Same thing. The animal actually does not have to have a full-on flea infestation for them to be really sensitive to it. So that's another. And then there are food allergies.
Right.
These are really hard, and my heart goes out to these pet families because you have to figure out what protein it is that the pet is allergic to or that the animal is allergic to, and then try to remove it from their diet altogether.
That's hard for humans to do, even harder when you have the communication barrier of an animal.
Yes, and so we do rely on things like allergy testing, food trials, just like we do in humans, to try and help us help them.
Okay, and then what about other like contact allergy things that could come up?
Yeah, and so usually they can have contact allergies. Sometimes it's with the pollen, sometimes it can be with like chemicals that you use to clean, etc. You can have a contact allergy truly, but not as common as the food, flea, or environment.
You mentioned some testing. What are some other ways that we can diagnose depending on what kind of allergy you're even looking at, right?
Some of it is actually just knowing the patterns of where the pet is losing fur or where the animal is losing fur. Those are places. They each have their kind of own little pattern. Yeah. And so if it's like right over their butt or their tail, I can look and go, aha, bet there's fleas there. Like those sorts of things. But then there are blood tests. There are actual pinprick tests as well, where you, just like in humans, give them a little bit of the allergen and see what they react to. Okay. I had a patient, a dog, that was allergic to cats.
Oh no. Oh, that's so sad. Oh my goodness. Dang.
Yeah, and it's like best buddy in the house was a cat.
Of course.
So, so we put him on antihistamines and got him right. But
just like humans do to kind of cope and deal. Okay, that makes sense. What are things that pet parents can do to be helpful and help diagnose if it's possible?
Yeah, so know the signs. Everybody gets an itch now and then, but if they're waking up to scratch, if they are scratching and biting to the point that they're damaging their skin or pulling out their fur, get that pet to a veterinarian. There are medications that we can give to stop that itch. That absolutely stops it, and they are great medications. So that's a big part of it. The other is things like wiping the paws. If you know that they have an environmental allergy or a seasonal allergy when they bring in that pollen from going on a walk, just taking a wet wipe and wiping them down. Or if it's a more complicated allergy, using medicated shampoos that are prescribed by your doctor in order to really help quiet down the skin. I mean, these little guys just seem like they're just on fire.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it. We've even done kind of like a long-term thing where we were taking the dog to get a certain shot every month or so.
Yep, they're
and
definitely
it was really beneficial.
It really does help, and you know, it depends on the type of allergy and how it presents. Because there are some pets with like food allergies, for example, that it shows up as recurring ear infections, right? And so then it's okay, well, depending on how your pet shows the signs, that's how you'll want to intervene. So if it's multiple ear infections, it's making sure that you're cleaning their ears on a routine basis with a steroid in it, all of those sorts of things to help kind of quiet down those symptoms.
Are there any other things to worry about? You mentioned like the ear infections. That's kind of a hard symptom to narrow down.
It is, and that's where really partnering with your veterinary team is going to be important. I will say this. We will never fix allergies, at least with the science that we have right now, but it is so manageable. And I would hate to see pets given away or animals that are euthanized because of allergic skin disease.
Right.
And so really being sure that you're partnering with your veterinary professionals to get an answer on the why, so that we can help you get those symptoms out of there, because nobody loves it.
No.
It's not something I'm going to fix, but we can certainly manage it really well.
You can make it a lot better, and then when your pet is happier, you're happier, everything is easier in the world.
Yes, absolutely. I guess my one other call out would be, don't use over-the-counter or over-the-counter allergy medications unless instructed by a veterinarian, because they're highly toxic. There are some that are highly toxic, and you'll be trying to help and may not be the right choice for your animal. So really partner with the veterinarian. There are sometimes over-the-counter options, but we really have to tell you which specific one is going to work for your pet.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
It was so great to see you.
Good to see you too.
Great information. Okay, we will have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.